So today we are going to talk about how do you know that you are not settling, but you're saying yes from your future high vibration zone, right? Because a lot of time what ends up happening is when you are dating, you think like, yes, I have to compromise. Yes, some things you do need to, but you don't have to go with things that are on your deal breaker list. And deal breaker could be something if you are coming out of from a marriage where you have kids. Your deal breaker could be that you want to go with somebody who cares for your kids, right? It is as simple as that. Something could be a deal breaker based on your situation. You know what they are, write them down, 3 or 5. It could be like that. You don't want to go with 10 different lists of deal breakers because then you might not find anybody. That's the reality. But some things could be as important as that, the example that I gave you. But it is important that you know those, because if you don't pay attention to those are the ones that in the future can create big problem. Because first marriage, people have 30 to 40% divorce rate. Second marriage, people have 60 to 70% divorce rate. A lot of time it is because they don't work on themselves, so they attract from pain. Not only that, that also means that they are settling. They're not thinking about their deal breakers, and they're getting into a relationship hoping and fantasizing that, oh, these things are great and this will change. After 40, if you're in your midlife, wherever you consider midlife as, I think right now they say 35 to 55, but depending on wherever you are, if you're considering your new midlife, there is no changing. You have to say yes to based on your criteria. It doesn't matter who says what, just go fall in love, and all of these are great, but non-negotiables are important. Because if you don't care for those in the future, that can ruin your relationship. If you have come out of a long-term relationship, if you had divorce, you know that these things do matter, no matter who is saying what. Just don't fall in love with, the fantasy that this is going to change and this is going to happen. You have to go with what is real right now. After that, if things change, it's a bonus. Your relationship is just going to be even better. But you have to go with what is right now, and you have to say yes to the universe based on that. 3 simple tips. Our usual thinking, speaking, action. If you know the TSA, and if you're new here, we talk about how our thinking and what we are speaking and our actions, whatever we do, that helps us to get to our new manifested zone faster. And the example is, if you want to go to the gym and if you're just thinking here, more than likely you will go to the gym, but you won't be as regular. You say it to 5 different people, chances of you taking that action automatically increases. That means you're going to go to the gym, you're going to lose the weight, become healthy, whatever, all of that happens. Ultimate change happens from action. For you to go from here to here, you have to take some action. What can we do to increase the chance of taking action is how it will get you there faster. And that's how we talk about thinking, speaking, and action. So from thinking perspective, you have to tell yourself not to just settle, right? Because in our mind, when you are lonely, when you have come out of a relationship and you think that you're halfway healed and you're ready for a relationship, your mind might tell you to settle. You may not get somebody who is just this nice. And it is okay to go and learn and explore. At the same time, make sure that you are saying yes to the right person, right? So it is not only for that relationship, also universe, God, the higher power, whatever you believe in, they are also listening to what you're speaking. So you start speaking about that. Simple thing is, you can write it as an affirmation, you can say it to yourself. Even easier to say it to your best friend. I say yes to the universe based on my deal breaker list, based on my non-negotiable list. And now this will go against a lot of people, what they tell you, just go fall in love with the person. Don't have your 10 checklists. And I'm not telling you to have 10 checklists, but I am telling you to write down the deal breaker, write down the non-negotiables. You don't want that. If you are in your midlife, you have kids, and you know that we are all gonna die. Right? I mean, everybody knows, but we tend to kind of pretend not to know. So you don't want to waste your remainder of your life with the wrong person, right? So to do that, if you're very clear about who you want, what you want, then universe knows, God knows to bring you the right person, you know. So that's why you have to be very clear. You need to start speaking about it. Then what ends up happening is, imagine if you're in a party, or I don't know, like a conference or something, you will attract those people based on the energy that you're giving out to the world, to the universe. Because what happens is, when you start speaking that way, when you start thinking that way, your action, your body language, all of that matches. And then you will be attracted to the person, and the person will be attracted towards you. That's how it works. Every thought has an energy. Every word has an energy, and that's how your action changes and their action changes too. So you will be attracting the right person. You'll be saying yes to the right person instead of settling. So all of this kind of goes in cycle, because it's not about just about changing the thinking, not about just speaking, not about action. Because all of this, more you start speaking and taking action from that point, your thinking will change. And then when you make the decision, when you say yes to, and it is not about just getting married and saying yes to that. It's not that I do thing. It's also about saying yes to going out with the right person. Because if you are going out with the wrong person for a long time, you don't have time to go out with the right person. So that's what also you have to remember. So don't settle. You have your criteria, stick to them. Again, I'm not saying you have to have 10 criteria. Whatever your deal breakers are, write them down. Go out on a date with a person, say yes to the right person, not somebody who you are settling with. Because then your future, you are going to attract the same future that you have come out from, and that is something you don't want to. Have fun, go out, let me know how it is going for you. Comment here, and please do share it with others who you think can also benefit from this channel. For more, reach out to me on my website, or check out on my YouTube homepage, and you will know more what all different playlists are on this channel. And if you're interested, check out those and let me know what resonated with you the most. I'll be very happy to hear how this helped you in your journey. Take care. Bye.